trying to show. Whoa, me who see me, I'm coming with it, show me.
And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Hi everyone, this is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And this is what the schedule looks like for Portland. On Thursday, the San Antonio Spurs come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Klingon out there with Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3. And for the Heat, they've got Tyler Hero. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, we don't like to talk about injuries, but it's changed the projections for some teams, Brent.
It always does, B.A. I mean, there's something that's going to happen throughout the course of the year that doesn't just change your direction. It gives someone else opportunity. And when you have a really strong system and you have players who believe in the system, they can step in and sort of pick up where it is that that player has left you off due to the injury. Adebayo not allowing the defense to slow him down.
Lillard against Hero. The shot by Lillard, no good. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow and closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here's Kamare. Count that one.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Now here's Hero. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Here's O'Neal. Portland grabs the miss. Their last game, a win against the Suns, looking to carry it into this one.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Avdia outside. Back to Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
And don't let the size fool you. Damian Lillard, he can get up there.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Ware. Now here's O'Neal. From downtown. Damian Lillard with a rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Avdia, good.
Gotta like the confidence there. Shots like this prove Avdia is a solid scorer.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Pass to Avdia. And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Sharp. Avdia outside. 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal pulls it in. The Heat have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Now here's Booker. Not a lot of room. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Booker's got 5 points.
You just look how precise the footwork and the shooting is from Devin Booker. So easy from that distance.
Adebayo against Avdia. Here's Lillard. He had 16 in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. Banked it in off the glass. Lillard's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Booker surveying the floor. Hero screen on Lillard. A nice shot by Booker. 7 points in the game.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Avdia passes to Lillard. Gets the three to fall.
That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Miami. And it's Deni Avdia with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Booker against Lillard. Picked it out of midair.
Yeah, tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
Avdia with it. He's against O'Neal. Pass to Avdia. Shot clock at 6. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Here's Clingan. A chance there to take the lead. But a miss. The Heat with the lead. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for Miami. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his 3 ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the 3-point line tonight. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Kamari. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from O'Neal. The Heat have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Pass to Adebayo. Kicks it to Hero from behind the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Hero's got 5 points.
You have to be mindful of Hero's range. He can absolutely burn you from outside.
Here's Kamari. He's covered by O'Neal. Hero against Lillard. To the inside. Here's Clingan. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Miami making a switch here. Jaquez is checked in. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Portland. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. A lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Pass to Clingan. Sharp with it. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez.
Sharp still trying to find some comfort and familiarity at the free throw line. Sometimes it takes some young guys longer.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And you watch Shaedon Sharpe, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Now here's Booker. He's got 7. Booker with a screen on Sharpe. Jaquez, the pass to Booker. And it's in there. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Jaquez against Sharp. Pass to Adebayo. From outside, off the mark.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Jaquez against Sharp. Here's Clingan. And he drops it in from the low post. Klingen's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Kicks it to Hero from deep. Portland grabs the miss. This, their first look at this year's Miami squad. Here's Henderson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Tyler Hero. But Brent, when it comes to Scoot Henderson, his mobility alone causes problems.
No doubt about his explosiveness, BA, being one of the things he uses as a weapon. So if he gets confidence in that outside shot, people start pressing up on him. You're going to see that quick first step and Scoot Henderson getting to the rim and becoming more impactful offensively.
Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. Holiday's checked in for Portland. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Again, the Heat misses. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. Pass to Clingan. Henderson outside. And a two-handed jam.
An athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. All right, let's take a minute now to see which point guards have been shooting the best from the free throw line during the last month of play. Fifth is Damian Lillard.
This is just one of the things you want out of your point guard. Reliability at the charity stripe.
You look back at the NBA's free throw percentage leaders over the years, and so many of them have played the point guard position, mostly because they do a great job of penetrating, getting into the lane, and consistently draw fouls. So the more you take, the more you make.
Avdia passes to Henderson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's a 4-point Portland lead. Booker against Lillard. Kicks it to Hero to halt the run. Fires hitting the triple. Hero's got 8.
Producing from behind the arc, that is huge stuff from Tyler Hero.
Lillard outside. Right wing. Here's Clingan. Blocked. And they recover it. Holiday against Jaquez. Holiday passes to Avdia. Here's Clingan. Back to Holiday. And another shot. And the bucket is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Well, he's so smooth, and it just looks like he's never out of control, Drew Holiday.
To the right side. Avdia with a steal. And they're on the break. Here's Lillard. Rebound Miami. Ware's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Jovic passes to Hero. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. Launches a 3. And Clingan pulls it down. Klingan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Henderson finds Avdia. And that one's good. Avdia's got his 2nd basket.
You see the competitive nature of Avdia out there, taking on all comers.
Lillard against Booker. Over Lillard. Booker no good. Portland leading by 5 to the paint. Avdia. And And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
How about the slam by Avdia, not messing around inside.
Booker against Lillard. Hero outside. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Fred VanVleet comes in for Hero.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game the way he can produce.
Henderson for three. Adebayo grabs the board.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the opening quarter. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Hard to tell coming out of college what it was that Bam Adebayo was going to hang his hat on offensively. But for sure, you knew relentless effort was going to be part of his game.
Jaquez against Sharp. Pass to Holiday. Over VanVleet. No good on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Portland ahead, leading by a point. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Portland.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
Jovic and Bam play together inside. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Tinsley in a shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now here's Holiday. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Here's VanVleet. They trail by 3. Outside Jaquez. Down low. Jovic shot is off. Well, Portland's shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
And Sharp has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Now here's VanVleet. 14 points for him last game against Chicago.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Here's Henderson following the bucket by the Heat. On the wing, Holiday. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. Sharp passes to Henderson. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Heat.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Adebayo, no good. Trailblazers lead by 3. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Miami. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Kamara, he's checked in for Walker. Now here's Holiday. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Rebounded by Jovic. The Heat have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Van Vliet. Now O'Neal. Here's Tinsley. Lets it go from deep. Here's Jovic. He's covered by Holiday. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Three-pointer, O'Neal. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. O'Neal's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Portland's shooting around 50% in the game so far. On the wing, Holiday, guarded by Van Vliet. Holiday passes to Lopez. There's a screen. Henderson for 3. Hits the trifecta. Henderson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The response from Scoot in answer 3. What a back and forth. Oh, my.
Here's Tinsley. Beyond the arc. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second-chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Sharp, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Adebayo. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslem's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Now here's Adebayo. 17 points for him last game against Chicago.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Blazers trail by 4. Sharp with it. He had 19 points in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And here are the Heat now. Portland making their last shot. Pass to Adebayo. Van Vliet outside. Now here's O'Neal. Back to Van Vliet. And he's going for the lob. And Adebayo slams it in.
And Bam with great hands there to leap up and time that one.
And it's Holiday with the ball for Portland. Trailing by 4. Pass to Henderson. Inside. Here's Sharp. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. And he drops the first.
So far, you're liking the flashes that Sharp has been able to show you at this level.
Tyler Heroes checked in for Miami. Smart comes in for Fred Van Vliet. To the obvious, checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Drew Holiday.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
And with some time here, let's see which teams have been terrors in transition over the last month of play. Number 1, the Heat.
And lately, they've not only been forcing turnovers, but capitalizing on them on the other end. Hustling hard to convert every time.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Kamari, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. And here's O'Neal. Back to Adebayo. Here's Jovic. No points yet. Pass to Hero. Now here's O'Neal. Launches it. Avdia pulls it in. Now the Blazers on the move. Fires from deep. On target from range. Avdia's got 10 points.
Now you can see the work that Avdia has put into that three-point shot.
Hero against Sharp. Here's Adebayo. Portland with a rebound. And here's Lillard. He's got 7. Pass to Lopez. Now here's Avdia. Defense is right there. Not enough on that one as it misses. Miami has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Adebayo in the post. Guarded by Sharp. And finished off by Adebayo.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
Outside Sharp. Deflects the pass. Pass to Lopez. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Miami leading by 3. Now here's Smart. Still without a bucket. Here's Jovic. Hero outside. There's the triple. They get it again. Adebayo passes to Smart. Pass to Hero. Smart, a screen on Sharp. Here's Hero. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And a nice 6 cents back there from Hero. Using that pick and roll.
Smart against Lillard. Ooh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Portland making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Damian Lillard.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Booker drawing the double. Hero for 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Hero's got 15 points.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. Pass to Avdia. And Booker pulls it down.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
It's Jaquez on the wing. Here's Ware. Outside Jaquez. 4-3. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Here's Booker. Crafty move. O'Neal passes to Hero. Jaquez with a screen on Henderson. Here's Hero. And Miami again with the bucket.
And the defense knows that Hero can get that jumper working from just about anywhere.
Off the outside. Pass to Kamari. Henderson scanning the floor. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. Henderson's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Here's Lillard. Miami making their last shot. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's on Tyler Hero. You know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he did.
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still.
The previous play is under the knee.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Booker. 15 points in the game, and he gets it to go.
Oh, man, it's real fun watching Devin Booker tonight, one of the true elite scorers we have in the game.
Up top, Lopez. Pass to Lillard. Lopez in the post. Right now averaging 5.5 a game.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Heat. To the middle. Here's Ware. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. Miami shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Jaquez. Clingan, he's checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Henderson. Blazers trail by 11. Off the outside. Back to Lillard. Pass to Sharp. Here's Kamari. He's covered by O'Neal. Here's Lillard. And here's Avdia. There's the three. Here's Kamari. Outside Sharp. Lillard against Hero. From outside the arc. Lillard can't get it to go. It'll count. That shot missing. And so it's the Miami Heat. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. Oh, someone left the window open. Give it up for our contestants.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Miami Heat.
They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be seeing in the dunk contest this year.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I've seen your dunk before, bad score.
Wow, you're a tough judge for a guy who never participated in the event.
I always wanted to watch it.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Avdia out there with Klingon. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position.
If you look at career assist numbers for Damian Lillard, the stats don't really jump off the page at you. He's been asked to score more, but he's a creative playmaker when need be.
Now here's O'Neal. Booker, the pass to O'Neal. Misses a three.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Lillard against Booker. Pass to Kamare. Now here's Lillard. From the top of the key. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Booker for 3. O'Neal. It's Adebayo, high post. Back to O'Neal. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 9 rebounds now.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Now Sharp. He has 7. Pass to Klingon. Rebound Miami. Ware's got rebound number 11. Avdia against Adebayo. That one is off. Nice D from Avdia. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Lillard outside. Yes, sir! You can count on Dave from deep.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Outside Booker. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
And Booker just keeps taking him. He's a scoring machine.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Avdia. Down low. Kamare, no good.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
To the paint. Here's Booker. Oh, my! Booker just throwing it down.
Big time slam from Booker, showing off his athleticism.
Blazers trail by 8. Lillard looking around. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's good. And now it's a 10-point Miami lead.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Back to Lillard. Oh, Damian Lillard. Serious hops.
Yeah, no matter the situation, you know Lillard is going to show up in the box score. One of the best scorers I've seen.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. making a switch here. Jaquez is checked in. About halfway through the season, let's take a look at the standings out west. You look at the Trailblazers. Right now, they're in 9th place. Definitely not the kind of success they envisioned at this point of the season.
Checking out Portland, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
Now here's Hero. He's got 17. Avdia outside. Takes a 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Hero with it. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Right side, Jaquez. O'Neal on the wing. Pass to Hero. And there's the drive. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hero's got 19 points.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Here's Kamari. He's covered by O'Neal. Here's Avdia. Good on the shot. Avdia's got 12 points in the game.
Just pushing through that time. Avdia asserting himself against the contact.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Booker. Outside Jaquez. Booker against Lillard. 13 feet out. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Sharp. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And Sharp has to be one of the best finishers at the rim in this young class.
Smart's checked in for Miami. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Now here's Smart. Yet to see a basket. Booker drawing the double. To the wing, right side. Where? Off target from 3-point range. Blazers trail by 5. Pass to Lillard. Here's Kamari. He's covered by O'Neal. Outside Sharp. Jump shot is good. 12 points for him.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Smart. Outside Booker. Smart, a screen on Sharp. Here's Booker. Oh, Booker shrugging off the contact.
I'll tell you, Booker just so slick in there.
Smart against Lillard. To the inside. Here's Clingan. And that one is hammered home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Now here's Booker. 23 points in the game. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Let's see some of the numbers here for Deni Avdia.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Henderson, he's checked in for Kamara. Blazers trail by 3. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
3-pointer Sharp. Jaquez grabs the board.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Here's Ware. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Lets the three fly. Jaquez no good. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Here's Avdia. And no good. Some solid D from Jaquez. Heat leading by 3. And here's Smart. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Booker. Clock at 6. Oh, Booker in close.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on the quick pick and roll. With his size and speed, he can be very dangerous in these sets.
Outside Sharp. Lillard passes to Sharp. Down low. Here's Klingon. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And since we have a second here, let's see which teams have dominated the offensive glass and second chance opportunities this season. The Trailblazers in 5th.
You've got to respect the work ethic of these guys on the offensive glass. They don't give up on possessions and hit the boards with aggression.
Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Hero comes in for Smart. Booker against Lillard. From 11 feet away. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And Booker has got the ball here for Miami. Adebayo, a screen on Lillard. Here's Booker. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. Van Vliet comes in for Hero. Lopez, he's checked in for Portland. Walker comes in for Avdia. Both free throws good from Booker.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Lillard passes to Sharp. Here's the pick. Henderson outside. Now Walker. Pass to Lopez. Back to Walker. Outside Sharp. Puts up a 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Heat leading by 6. Left side Booker, pass to Jaquez. Here's Jovic. It's Jaquez on the wing, guarded by Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow. Jaquez has got 5.
Getting it done in the in-between area. Jaquez Jr. just taking what he sees.
Henderson against Booker. Pass to Walker. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
1:19 left in the third quarter here. Here's Booker to the paint. Kept alive. Van Vliet out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. Drew Holiday's checked in for Portland. 1:09 left to play in the third. Henderson, the pass to Sharp. Henderson with a screen on Jaquez. Three-pointer Sharp. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Now here's Van Vliet. Outside Jaquez. Here's Tinsley. Pass to Jovic. The 3. Drains the triple. Jovic has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Jaquez. And also a switch here for Portland. Kamara's checked in. And the free throw, no good. Here's Tinsley. And again, Miami with a triple.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lopez against Adebayo. Lopez passes to Sharp. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Sharp's got 14 points now in the second half.
He came out of halftime with renewed focus, heating things up offensively.
There's a screen. Here's Tinsley. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Scoot Henderson. Miami shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. 5 ticks left in the third. The 3 ball. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Heat. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Hero and Jaquez Jr. are out on the perimeter. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Jovic in at the 5, down low. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence. Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Now here's Hero. VanVleet with a screen on Henderson. Hero, the pass to VanVleet. Yep, that one's good. And the Heat lead by 6.
Well, VanVleet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Holiday finds Henderson. Holiday a screen on Hero. Henderson, the pass to Lopez. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Miami leading by 4. A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Holiday against VanVleet. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Jaquez. Can't connect from short range.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
And Brent, what you like about Toumani Camara, he'll get in there and do the dirty work for you.
Well, what a ride for him to get the recognition to become an NBA draft pick. He did all the little things to put himself in a position to succeed, and then all of a sudden can get on the floor and contribute in so many ways. Versatile defender, knocks down some mid-range shots. These are the kind of guys who you love to see build out a career.
Allen, he's checked in for Jaquez.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Hero against Henderson. Allen outside. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Kamari, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet with a screen on Henderson. Here's Hero. Pass to Allen. Up top, Avdia. Henderson with it to take the lead. And the layup is up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra. With the timeout here, he's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. The Heat making a switch here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
I mean, this is why Van Vliet's teammates like playing with him, because he looks to set them up with his passing. If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Portland trailing here. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Steps back. Here's Holiday. Rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the left wing. Adebayo against Avdia. Here's Tinsley. Here's the 3. Yes! And it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 3 assists tonight. Blazers trail by 5. Now Henderson. Fires the 3. Rebound by Van Vliet.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Tinsley. Six on the shot clock. Going inside, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Van Vliet, the pass to Jovic. The 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got rebound number 7 tonight. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
And some changes here for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for Lopez. Sharp comes in for Avdia. And Lillard subbed in for Holiday. Now here's Sharp. Count it! And 1! He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. It goes on Grayson Allen. Miami making a switch here. Smart's checked in.
At the line for the Trailblazers.
And so Smart will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Tinsley from the arc. And the 3-pointer goes.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Blazers trail by 5. Pass to Klingon. Now Henderson. 3-pointer Sharp. Knocks it down from distance. Sharp's got 27.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of Mine, and now shots are falling.
Now here's Smart. Here's Tinsley, defended by Henderson. Here's Tinsley. Inside. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Walker, he's checked in for Portland. Here's Tinsley. Just 2 to shoot. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Lillard against Smart. Walker for 3. Rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Smart outside. Here's Jovic, defended by Henderson. And it's Portland with a rebound. Throws it up high, and stolen by Adebayo. Here's Allen. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 4.
Well, Bam just not out there to be a rim protector, that time with good hands to get the steal.
Lillard against Smart. Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. It's stolen by Smart. They've got numbers. Here's Jovic. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. And I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Smart against Lillard. Here's Tinsley. Over Henderson. Pass to Jovic. 4 on the clock. Here's Tinsley. Portland with a rebound. Klingen's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Already they're over the limit, and it's so early. This could turn into a load of free throws.
Free throw good. Lillard.
I love Lillard because he loves the game. And this is a guy who just wants to be out there. He wants the ball in the hands, and he tries not to get caught up in all the drama that happens around the game. He's 100% focused on it.
Miami making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Avdia, he's checked in for Portland. Kamara comes in for Henderson. Tinsley with the bucket.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
Blazers trail by 5. Avdia outside. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Booker. Only one man back on D. For 3. That shot, no good.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since. Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And Booker gets double-teamed. Here's Jovic. That 3's off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Kamari, that's good.
Great pass on a pure... talent level. Sharp is top tier.
The Heat have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the 4th. Out to the right wing. Adebayo from long range. And Klingen pulls it down. Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. That put Them in the lead, and the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And you can see puts a lot of focus on that jumper.
Here's Booker, and rejected. They retain possession. Pass to Adebayo. Can they get it? That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Adebayo's got 22.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Here's Klingon. And here's Sharp. Wide open. Rebound Miami. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Tinsley, guarded by Sharp. Pass to Jovic. Allen outside. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. And now a 4-point Heat lead.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
Previous play is under review.
To adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Heat squad. Get loud and let them hear it.
Adebayo against Avdia. Ooh, stolen by Allen. A minute 53 left to play in the fourth quarter. It's Booker on the wing, defended by Avdia. Just 4 to shoot. Fires, top of the key. Portland with a rebound. Avdia's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. No doubt. He's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Miami making a switch here.
for your Heat Ambassador,
A minute 31 left to play in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Klingon. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. That gives him a double-double in this one. Hero against Sharp. Hero to pass to Booker. The three-pointer off the mark. Portland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, fearless play by Sharp in clutch time. He wants us to know he's ready to shine in these challenging moments.
Sharp against Hero. Booker with a screen on Sharp. Here's Hero. He connects!
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Lillard against Hero.
And that is... big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Hero with it. Pass to Adebayo. 34 seconds left in the fourth. 5 to shoot. Booker. And he buries it.
And Booker, that's the guy you want in the clutch.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Lillard. Miami grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Booker. There's the drive. Yes!
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Here's Hero. And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Can't get it to fall, so it's Miami picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Devin Booker.
The champions.